Well, that was unexpected. About 2 weeks ago, I posted this video, which I only expected to get like 50 views max. Instead, it got over 7,000 and I gained over 300 new subscribers. Not only that, but as you saw in the previous screenshot, the official BDO YouTube channel saw it. And to top it all, Blue Squadron watched my video live on stream and posted his reaction on YouTube. He even invited me and the boys to the PvP Academy. I had to watch it twice just to make sure I wasn't dreaming. For those curious as to how that's going, I'll be releasing a separate video talking about the experience as a whole. In this video, I want to give a little update as to how my progress has been coming along with the PvE side of things. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video though, there's a few things I need to address. Blue has some things to say about my video that I feel are pretty important, so let's deal with that first.
Wait, this is my UI setup. Wait, this is my exact UI setup. This is even my own Guardian. Is this my Guardian combo?
Son of a bitch, you got me. Guess I gotta change it now. Boom, completely original. Alright, on to the next.
Alright, this guy is Hope. What in the fuck? You have a base Karazad? You crafted the Karazad and then just put it on? Dude, you have to fucking enhance it. Are you some kind of a fucking retarded? Oh my god, there's 3 of them. His fucking earrings are retarded too.
Fuck. Fuck. Finally. Oh my god. Okay. Last one.
This guy just wants to have sex with men. I'm gonna be honest with you. Guardian mains are gay, but they won't say it out loud.
Okay, this one just needs correction. I'm not gay because I like Guardian. I'm gay because I like men. And with that wrapped up, we can move on to the actual update. The next step on my sheet tracker was to get to the Ulikita questline so I could unlock H4's Power Stone, so I put my head down and got to work. I had to finish out the Valencia quest to even get to Ulikita, which required you to walk around in the desert for most of it. The only thing I really enjoyed about this was the ability to watch YouTube while my character dragged his ass through the desert at a snail's pace. The only thing I remember about this was like one cutscene I randomly decided to watch where some broke kid decided he didn't want to be king until his best friend died, at which point some guy named Naruto decided to slam poetry night and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about how the entire poem is about his destiny. As I was editing this, I realized I wasn't even talking about Valencia. This is an Ulikita quest. That's how impactful this questline was. Anyways, as you were. Also, what the fuck were those Adventure Sense quests? That was awful. I already don't read as is. You're telling me I have to read and interpret what they want now? The fuck is this, relationship simulator? Just tell me what you want instead of making me interpret it. I just ended up walking around aimlessly talking to everyone within range until I eventually had like 5 of those little tokens my Black Spirit was asking for to complete the quest. On the brighter side though, Ulikita had one of the most thrilling boss fights I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I should have lied to you, that shit was boring as hell. It was basically 2 minutes of waiting for him to do this move so I could follow up with a wombo combo and then go back to waiting. I was straight up having conversations in Discord during this fight because I just had that much time in between attack opportunities. But just like that, I finally had Aitor's Power Stone, a measly +1 AP. Another tick on the sheet tracker. Oh, and what's next, you may ask? Only the epitome of cock and ball torture, of course. Land of Morning Light and Igor Bartali's adventure log. I thought I'd seen the worst questline BDO had to offer, but oh boy did these two cut it close. I started with the adventure log because surely it can't be that bad, right? Right? What? Huh? The adventure log has super easy quests that are quick to complete, but there's no tracker for it. It's basically weaponized reading comprehension for MMO players. So I had to look up a guide for what I needed to do, as I was not willing to read each entry and figure out what it's asking of me. I got about 5 chapters in before quitting, and I still have yet to pick it back up again. Instead, I pivoted into getting the Land of Morning Light done, as I wanted to unlock the Black Shrine content. I kept seeing people complete Calamity runs and was just curious about what it was. I also found out that this is how you unlock 2 of your crystal slots, so I was pretty excited for that too. I was recommended to actually pay attention to the story for this one, and decided it was worth a shot if multiple people told me it had some good content. I tried. I mean, I really tried, but I just couldn't resist the call of listening to Dracula flow while blasting through these quests as it kept my mind from shutting off on those late night grinds. I started skipping everything hard. I mean, I was spamming that R button. I got so used to skipping that I even started skipping other things. My wife walked up to me the other day to tell me how bad she was feeling, and I instinctively just went skip and walked away. I'm now homeless and sleep in a cardboard box instead of a Walgreens. Don't recommend it. I will mention that the boss fights did get pretty cool as this went on, and I actually enjoyed the final fight. Now don't get me wrong, cool doesn't necessarily mean difficult in this equation. They were still pretty easy shy of Sangoon, which fucked that guy and his DR in the first phase, but other than him, I enjoyed the design of the bosses in this area, and I'm actually pretty excited to face them again in Calamity runs. I did, however, have some issues with the quests themselves. Most of them follow a format something like this. Talk to a guy about a thing, go collect random resources, accidentally accept an exchange quest and complete it while spamming R, fight the boss, choose whether to help the boss or beat the fuck out of it a second time, beat the fuck out of the boss anyways because screw that guy. It got very repetitive and I was so tired of it by the end. I'm so excited that I'm done with that quest line. Another tick on the sheet tracker. While this quest line did suck, I don't think it's taken the heavyweight title of making me want to test the weight capacity of my ceiling fan from the Magnus. I will say, however, that I got close enough that I considered going back and doing the Magnus again just to recalibrate my suffering sensor. But see, which would you rather repeat if you had to? Let me ask you this counter question. If you were an inch inside of your mom and your dad was an inch inside of you, are you moving forwards or backwards to get out? See? No right answer. Both absolutely suck for different reasons. This is honestly what took up the majority of my time during these past 2 weeks, as I was splitting my time between Age of Solaire matches and battle arenas within the academy. Apparently randomly pressing buttons does not technically count as PvP. Who would have thought? That probably explains my 12 game loss streak. That's right. 12. 1, 2. At some point you have to wonder when this is no longer called PvP and is instead considered to be a court-ordered ass beating. I've gotten better with some of my skills, but I'm still off by a mile. I'm considering making the masochistic decision of forcing myself to play Succession Guardian just so I have to learn how to play with my pre-awakening weapon. The only thing that stopped me from doing that so far is the fact that there's only like 3 skills I use from that tree, so it feels like it could end up being a waste of time when I could just be posing my character up for a new desktop wallpaper instead. And here we are, 3 goals down with like 30 left. At this pace, I'll hit in-game sometime around the collapse of civilization. Even with such marginal progress in the grand scheme of things, it still feels great to see number go up. I'm not sure how often videos like this are going to come out as progression starts to slow down and the grind increases ever exponentially, but I do plan to figure something out to feed the never-ending horde of seals that are joining the shoreline. Also, if you ever get the chance, be sure to thank Igni and Chris K, as if it wasn't for them, this video may not have actually been released. All the positive feedback on my first video had me feeling the pressure to make this one perfect, and I was one step away from going out to get milk from the furthest gas station and turning myself into a memory of somebody that you used to know. They ended up slapping me upside the head and pulling me back to reality, so thanks guys. I greatly appreciate you. I also want to say again, thank you guys for all of the support. It was a wild experience seeing my last video blow up in real time. It took me a full week to even comprehend that everything actually happened, and it's still hard to believe that we're at 350 subs at the making of this video. If you aren't already, do like and subscribe. I'm working on the video for my PvP experience now, and I'm not sure when that one will be out as it requires a lot more footage to sift through with things like node boards and sieges taking up so much time. So go ahead and enable notifications while you're at it so you can know when it comes out. You can also join my Discord, link in the bio, if you want to see updates in real time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.